Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7, where we're going to be jumping in for a daily race A this week at Monza, of course, so we all know what's about to happen. So we're going with the Maclaren P1 GTR. It's a one-make race, so let's see what we can do, try and avoid the carnage. Pretty difficult car to control. It has that boost and it does have DRS. So I'm going to shut up as we go into turn 1 here, and you already know it's already kicking off. Are we going to get punted from behind? Yes we are, and everybody is off into the grass. We get reset, and there's the yellow flag, of course. Where is that going to leave us? That is going to leave us in P7, so we lost 2 positions. I'm going to try and gain those 2 positions back right away with these two penalty servers. They're not going to have to serve their penalty now, but we're going to try and make sure we get past before they have to serve their penalty. As you see, P5, they're getting all squirrely. P6 is going to go into the back of him anyway. So that's going to be 2 positions gained, so we're up into P5. We go into the back of the Spaniards. Going to muscle our way past. We need to keep up with the top 3. So yeah, it's a very difficult car to control, especially when you have that boost, and then on, I think it was lap 3, when the boost runs out, it's really difficult to judge your brake markers because everything is going to be a lot slower. As somebody there just gets sent to the realm. Feels bad for him. Rowan Atkinson there, going a little bit wide. Penalty behind us. People complaining in the chats. We're going to sneak up the inside of Atkinson. That's going to give us P3. So we've gone up 2 positions in this race. We did start in P5, of course. So yeah, it was really difficult to get a clean race, especially with turn 1 being so dramatic as it is. Although we get turn 1 horribly wrong this time, and we're actually going to lose out 2 positions, getting a really poor exit there. I did manage to get 2 reasonably clean races for you today, so I hope you enjoying the content. As we go into the second chicane here, I'm going to try and make a move on this German. However, it's going to get a bad exit. We've got nowhere to go with it. So we're going to fast forward a lap here. We're going to try to get the same move on the German because he gets another poor exit. I'm going to try and get up the inside here. Just make it work. There's just about enough room for a McLaren to squeeze up the inside. That's going to put us into P4. Looks like we got the better run, so we're going to hold on to P4. Now we've got to try and catch P3, Mr. Ford man up in front. We're going to fast forward now to the middle of lap 6. We just see up ahead here the Brits going very slow, ghosted momentarily, so he's obviously had a crash of some description. So we're going to see if we can apply a little bit of pressure going into the last section. And he's going to go wide, going to get all squirrely. Probably got dirty tyres. He's going to go wide again onto the gravel, and that is going to be P3 for us. He actually rage quit there, even though he would have probably finished in P4. So we just need to keep it together for the last corner here. Make sure we get a good run, we don't oversteer, we don't crash, and we will gain, or we will finish in P3. So a podium position for us. Not bad. We're going to move on to race number 2. See if we could do a little better. Starting in P6, of course, it's not going to make the blind bit of difference with this grid start on Monza and the chicane, as we just get completely murdered there from behind. Now we've still got traction control on, which I think saves me a little bit in this instance because we're trying to leave in second. The German pushes his way past. We do have a lot of damage, but we are up in P2, so we do well to hold on to P2 with all of this damage. Get it slowed down here into the chicane. We're just swerving all over the road. Spaniard tries to push me out the way there. Doesn't quite work. That's going to allow the Briton to go up the inside. However, we do get the switchback on the Briton. So we're going to keep hold of P2. We're on the inside for the next corner. That's going to put him out wide, and he's actually going to lose a few positions there. So we just need to break away from the Spaniards, try and catch up with the German up in front. Pretty good line through there. However, the Spaniard is going to make a mistake, and that is going to give us a pretty big gap, so that we can just focus on the German up in front. So we're going to move now to lap 3, where I was catching up, had the fastest lap of the race. However, this mistake right here is going to cost us 1 position and 2 positions. Both Britons there coming straight on past. Luckily we did have a 10-second gap to P5. That's going to come down now to 2.5 seconds. We're going to hold on to the position. So P4, got to try and catch up with Jimbo. Try to force them into a mistake. You see he's got quite a big gap on us, 2.5 seconds coming down the main straight. I'm going to fast forward now to lap 5, but we have brought it down. He's right in front of us. So a lap later, we're going into that first chicane. Did a bit of contact, but not too much, and we're going to get a good exit. Try and get into that slipstream of P3. See if we can make a move going into the second chicane. It's going to block it off. It's going to go defensive. Fair play. And see if we can make it work around the outside. Nope, we're going to back off. Try and get the good exit. However, we do get a lot of oversteer on the exit there. So we're going to fast forward a lap later. Going to try exactly the same move. Going into the second chicane. The other two have pulled quite a gap on us now. So we have been fighting for the last lap. Going to fling it up the inside, get it parked on the apex so there's no way back past. However, we're going to run wide onto the gravel there. That's going to send, well, that's going to give him the opportunity to go up the inside. He does a good job of parking on the apex there. There isn't enough room for a Maclaren. We're going to have to back off again, try again, going into the last sector. We do get a massive twitch on the exit there. That's not going to help our run going into the Parabolica. Just trying to force him into a mistake, because there is no way to get past in this last sector unless it's going to be a lunge into the last corner. But I think he's got a big enough gap, half a second gap. I don't think I am even capable of lunging half a second in this car. We do close up quite a lot onto his bumper. We're trying to push, but we're getting oversteer all the way through this corner. Massive drift, which is not the quickest line, or not the quickest method. But we're going to come home for a P4. So a P4 and a P3. There was, of course, a lot of races that was just even more messy than this one. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you are enjoying the content, and subscribe so that you never miss a video. But that's going to do it for me. A thank you and goodbye.